When he loses, he has to retire. I don't understand why at this stage of his career he chooses to fight a welterweight over a world title. I can drop back down and go get my world title. No problem. I'll go and fight for the WBC world title, the WBA, the WBO. I think I'm top ranked. You know, top 5 in almost every governing body. But as for him, he's chasing one thing, and that's the difference between me and him.
Conor Benn is about to deliver a career-ending blow to Chris Eubank Jr. on April 26th, as he claims the fight will force Eubank into retirement. With the pressure mounting, this is more than just a match. It's the final chapter of Eubank's boxing legacy. Despite the immense pressure, Conor Benn remains unfazed and focused on the fight. He stated, "I don't feel no pressure at all with the bad name. My dad's proud of me doing the best I can, and that's good enough for me. I'll see where I end up, but all I can promise you guys is I'm giving it everything." Benn's confidence speaks volumes as he faces a career-defining challenge. His mindset reflects an unwavering belief in his ability, regardless of the drama surrounding the fight. While Eubank is fighting for his future, Benn is in it for the legacy, pushing himself to the limits. The stage is set, and Benn's determination could make all the difference. Conor Benn's confidence continues to shine through as he firmly rejects the idea of losing to Chris Eubank Jr. The undefeated boxer is determined to maintain his perfect record and make sure Eubank is never the one to hand him his first defeat.
Could you live with losing to him?
No, I couldn't, no. I've not lost. I'm undefeated. He will not be my first loss. That man I refuse to lose to.
Benn's words are a declaration of his mindset going into the fight. He isn't just fighting for victory, he's fighting to protect his pride and undefeated status. The stakes couldn't be higher as he faces one of his toughest opponents yet. Benn's refusal to lose sets the tone for what promises to be a battle for the ages. With every ounce of his focus on victory, there's no doubt he's coming into this fight with everything to prove. Conor Benn acknowledges the reality of loss in boxing, but for him, losing to Chris Eubank Jr. is a thought he refuses to entertain. The idea of defeat at the hands of Eubank fuels his drive to stay on top.
Yeah, listen, I will lose fights. That goes without saying. With my style, it's entertaining, but you know, there's a level of vulnerability there that we're still working on now. But not to him. Not to him. Yeah, I couldn't suffer it. The thought of losing to him, the fear of losing to him is what gets me out of bed at 5 in the morning.
Benn's honesty about the vulnerability in his style reflects his deep awareness of the risks he takes in the ring. However, when it comes to Eubank, he's clear. Defeat is not an option. This fear drives him to put in the hard work and dedication every single day. For Benn, it's not just about winning, it's about maintaining his legacy and ensuring that Eubank isn't the one to ruin it. His mindset is all about pushing past limits and never backing down. Conor Benn's relentless work ethic is driven by his desire to be the best. His dedication to training has him pushing his body to the limit every day, knowing the hard work will pay off in the ring.
It allows me to push my body harder. It allows me to just, you know, fully focus and be able to get up at 5 in the morning, do the runs without getting ill.
This commitment to constant improvement is what sets him apart from his competition. Getting up at 5 a.m. for runs, even on the toughest days, is a testament to his mindset. Benn isn't just training his body, he's training his mind to withstand the toughest challenges. The discipline required to push through exhaustion and keep striving for greatness is what fuels him. Every drop of sweat is part of his plan to make sure he's ready for anything when the bell rings. For Conor Benn, the upcoming fight with Chris Eubank Jr. is more than just another match. It's the fight that defines his career. In his eyes, defeating Eubank would be more valuable than any world title.
It's my world title fight. I'd rather this fight than any world title, for sure. I'd rather have his name on my record than any world title. Definitely. Because that's cemented. Like, you can't say nothing. You just got beat by a welterweight. Done. That's it, finished. That chapter closed.
Benn's confidence in his approach to this fight is clear. Beating Eubank would put his name in the history books, ensuring that no one can question his legacy. To him, it's the ultimate achievement, one that would silence any doubts about his skills. The win would symbolize the end of one chapter and the beginning of a new era in his career. It's not just about the title, it's about proving he's at the top once and for all. Conor Benn has no illusions about the nature of his fight with Chris Eubank Jr. He expects a brutal, high-intensity clash from start to finish. Benn's confidence in his power and conditioning means he's ready for anything that comes his way, whether it's a knockout or a full 12-round battle.
It'll be a fight for as long as it lasts. I don't see this fight going points. A lot of people say, oh, you know, I rely on my power. I rely on, you know, my athleticism. I can outbox you for 12, no problem. I've got the engine to do 12 easy. Done 12, 10 easy, no problem. I condition myself in it as a 15-round fighter. You know, so for me, this will be a knockout. But moving on, any fight, if it goes points, no problem. I'll beat you up for 12. I'll beat you up for 12, no problem. You either get banged out or you get beaten up for 12, or choose to wave your white flag. Either or, get the victory.
Benn makes it clear that he is prepared to dominate the fight for as long as it takes. His endurance and preparation are built for long, punishing bouts, and he's more than capable of handling the pressure. If it goes the distance, Benn is confident in his ability to outlast and overpower Eubank. There's no doubt in his mind that either Eubank will be knocked out or forced to surrender to his relentless attack. For Benn, it's about making sure the fight ends on his terms, no matter how long it lasts. On the other side, Chris Eubank Jr. also claims victory in this fight, viewing it as more than just a personal battle. For him, it's about family pride and making sure the Eubanks continue to hold the upper hand over the Benns.
Nigel Benn has never been able to get over the fact that he lost to my father. This is his way of avenging his losses through his son. I can't let the history books show that the Eubanks and the Benns were on the same level.
Eubank sees Benn's pursuit as an attempt to right the wrongs of the past, but he's determined not to let history be rewritten. He's not just fighting to win, he's fighting to ensure that the Eubanks remain the dominant force in the rivalry. For Eubank Jr., this isn't just about beating Conor, it's about cementing his place in history and making sure the Eubanks are remembered as superior to the Benns. The pressure of upholding that legacy is a heavy burden, but one he is ready to carry. Meanwhile, Conor Benn isn't just relying on his power to secure victory in his upcoming fight with Chris Eubank Jr. He's confident in his full range of skills, demonstrating that he's more than just a knockout artist.
I can do it all. I don't just rely on my power. You know, my last two fights, because people, you know, used to me knocking people out, they don't want to give you the credit. You deserve for going 10 and going 12 and making it look easy. But my heart rate didn't even go in the yellow zone. I don't need to bang you out to win. You know, I'll give you a good hiding for 10, I'll give you a good hiding for 12. You know, not that I plan on this going past 4 rounds.
Benn's belief in his all-around game is clear as he talks about his ability to outlast opponents and dominate for the full duration of a fight. Despite his knockout reputation, he's proud of the conditioning and endurance he's built, making him capable of going the distance if needed. However, he's not planning on dragging the fight out. His confidence suggests that if things go as planned, it won't last long. Benn is ready to take control and end it quickly, but he's prepared for whatever comes his way. Conor Benn embraces the challenge of stepping up in weight for this fight, and it's clear that the unknowns of the match are pushing him to work harder than ever. He thrives on the challenge, using it to fuel his training and excitement. He stated, "I'm always in great condition. I'm loving the challenge of fighting at 160. I'm thriving off the unknowns, stepping up 2 weight divisions. I'm excited. It excites me." Benn's energy and enthusiasm for the challenge are undeniable. Moving up 2 weight divisions is no small feat, but he sees it as an opportunity to prove himself on a bigger stage. The unknowns surrounding this fight only make it more thrilling for him as he enjoys testing his limits. His excitement reveals how deeply motivated he is, and it's clear he's fully prepared to face whatever comes his way in the ring. The challenge has only made him hungrier for success. Conor Benn's dedication to the grind is evident in his approach to training for this fight. He's focused on doing the necessary work, leaving everything else to fall into place. He stated, "It's just doing what I got to do, man. Just focus on the training, everything else is taken care of." Benn's mindset shows his singular focus on what matters most, his preparation. With all the distractions outside the ring, he knows that staying committed to his training is the key to success. His confidence comes from the understanding that hard work will ensure he's ready for anything. The rest of the noise surrounding the fight doesn't faze him. It's all about perfecting his craft. His mentality is clear. Put in the work and the results will follow. Conor Benn's hard work and determination are clear to everyone around him, including his twin sister, India Benn. Having witnessed his training up close, she's in awe of his talent and dedication to his craft.
You see all the good works that he does, but seeing it firsthand and, you know, up close, it's like, this guy's got talent. He's a different breed. Conor built this by himself. Me and my mum are like twins and Dad and Conor are like twins. But we were watching Dad's fights the other day and it's like, there's so many similarities between Dad and Conor.
India's perspective highlights just how impressive Conor's journey has been, especially when it comes to his unique approach to boxing. She recognizes the talent and dedication that Conor has built on his own, shaping his career from the ground up. The similarities between Conor and his father, who was a legendary figure in the sport, are undeniable. India sees the same raw talent and determination in Conor that made their father a champion. This bond and shared legacy only drive Conor further to succeed. India Benn continues to show immense pride in her brother's achievements. She firmly believes that Conor has earned every bit of recognition for the hard work he's put into his career. She stated, "Credit, you gotta give credit where it's due, and Conor deserves all the credit." India's words emphasize the dedication Conor has shown throughout his journey. She knows firsthand the sacrifices and effort it takes to reach the top, and she's quick to recognize his determination. For India, it's not just about family pride, it's about acknowledging the success Conor has achieved on his own merit. This moment of praise adds to the growing respect surrounding Conor's career, and shows the support he has from those closest to him. Conor Benn's commitment to his training is backed by his strength and conditioning coach, Dan Lawrence, who sees the meticulous attention to detail that defines Conor's approach. Every aspect of the training is carefully designed for success, and Conor fully commits to it.
This is what Conor is all about. Every detail matters. He gets in, he gets it done, he gets the tunes on. We create the environment that's conducive to success, and he just rolls through it.
6, 7, 8, good man, 60 seconds rest. So this is a jump test, it's got a bit of gamification, we get some numbers using output.
All of this data goes into another conversation. We don't just take it as literal. He's foot on the gas, a million miles an hour, 100% every single session.
Dan Lawrence speaks highly of Conor's work ethic, emphasizing that he brings 100% effort into every session. The training environment is crafted to ensure Conor can perform at his best, pushing his limits every time. With tools like jump tests and data analysis, every movement is tracked to fine-tune his performance. Lawrence's confidence in Conor's training routine shows just how much focus and precision go into preparing him for the biggest fights. Every session is an opportunity for Conor to get better, and he makes sure to give it his all. Conor Benn's dedication to training goes beyond just being a requirement. It's something he truly loves. His passion for boxing fuels his commitment to leave no stone unturned in his preparation. He stated, "Training is something I love, hence why I train as hard as I do. I leave no stone unturned." Conor's words emphasize that his drive comes from within. He doesn't just go through the motions. Every part of his training is meaningful because it's fueled by his love for the sport. This mindset pushes him to continuously improve, ensuring that nothing is overlooked in his preparation. For Conor, every drop of sweat and every minute in the gym is part of the journey towards achieving his goals. His dedication is clear, and it's a testament to the passion he has for boxing. Conor Benn's connection to his father is a powerful motivator in his training. Having his dad by his side in camp serves as a constant reminder of his heritage and the legacy he carries.
Do you know why I like having my dad here with me in camp? It's boxing royalty. Like, I look at my dad and he reminds me of what I'm capable of, whose son I am, what blood I have running in my veins, where my genes come from. There's nothing I'm more proud about than being my dad's son.
For Conor, his father represents more than just family. He symbolizes everything that makes him who he is. The pride he feels being his dad's son drives him to push harder in the gym and the ring. Seeing his father's success and remembering his own potential reignites Conor's passion and confidence. This bond not only strengthens Conor's resolve, but also fuels his belief in what he's capable of achieving. For him, carrying on that legacy is the greatest honor. Conor Benn's commitment to strength and conditioning has clearly paid off. He's not only feeling stronger, but is also seeing the physical transformation that comes with his elite level training.
I love the strength and conditioning side. It's all about elite performance all round. You can see the change. I feel strong and I feel like I'm about to cause a lot of carnage.
Benn's focus on building strength is evident in his newfound confidence. He feels like a force to be reckoned with, prepared to make a real impact in the ring. This sense of power and readiness shows that his training isn't just about looking good, it's about gearing up to dominate. With his conditioning at its peak, Benn is more determined than ever to unleash chaos and prove himself as one of the best. Every session has contributed to this moment of readiness, and he's fully prepared to bring the heat. Even Conor Benn's coach, Dan Lawrence, is clear about one thing: Benn is in exceptional shape ahead of the fight. This is a warning to anyone who thinks they can stand in his way, including Chris Eubank Jr.
In 3, 2, 1.
But this is another data collection point. If, for example, his normal numbers were 55 centimeters, and yet for the last 3 days he's producing 50 centimeters, we know that that's a considerable deficit, or 48 to 50 centimeters. Okay, maybe that leads to another question. But it will lead into, how are you feeling? You know, what's happened? How was your sleep last night?
3, 2, 1. Okay, let's act like it was massive. Ridiculous numbers, progressing each and every session. He hit a PB the other day of 58.5, which is honestly wild. So, yeah, we're in a good place.
Lawrence's confidence in Conor's readiness should be an alarming signal to Eubank. Benn is not just physically prepared, he's in the best shape of his career. Every aspect of his training has been meticulously designed to ensure he's at his peak. With this kind of preparation, Conor is more than ready to take on the challenge. Eubank will have to face a version of Benn that's faster, stronger, and more determined than ever before. Conor Benn's head coach, Tony Sims, understands the gravity of the task at hand. Moving up from welterweight to middleweight is a significant challenge, one that most fighters fail to conquer. However, Sims is confident in the team's ability to succeed despite the odds. He stated, "There's not many fighters that have actually achieved what we're trying to achieve here. Most welterweights fighting up at middleweight don't come out victorious." Sims's acknowledgement of the difficulty of the task makes it clear just how significant this fight is. Many fighters who attempt to jump up in weight class struggle, but Sims believes that Conor has the tools to break the trend. The camp is fully aware of the risks, but is undeterred. Sims's focus is on what makes Conor unique: his preparation, heart, and drive to succeed. The confidence in Conor's ability to rise to the occasion is unshakable. He stated, "So what we're trying to achieve here is a big task, but I believe they will come out victorious." Sims continues to emphasize the magnitude of their goal, but his belief in Conor is unwavering. He's not just hopeful, he's certain that Conor will be victorious. This statement shows the strong faith the coaching staff has in their fighter, knowing that all the preparation and hard work will pay off. Their task is ambitious, but Sims believes that Conor has the ability to pull it off and make history. The unwavering confidence within the camp serves as a powerful motivation for Benn heading into the fight. The battle between Chris Eubank Jr. and Conor Benn is one of the most anticipated matchups in boxing right now. Both fighters have a lot to prove, with each bringing their own strengths and confidence into the ring. Conor is determined to maintain his undefeated record and cement his legacy, while Chris is fighting to preserve his family's honor and show that he is the true heir to his father's success. With their intense rivalry and personal stakes, this fight promises to be an unforgettable clash of wills. What do you think about this fight? Do you believe Conor's confidence and preparation will carry him to victory? Or will Chris Eubank Jr. prove that his legacy is stronger than the pressure of this rivalry? Can Conor really live up to the expectations? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section below. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel and tune in for more videos like this.